Hey Exponential, my name is Nancy Ortberg, and I could not be more excited that Exponential is coming to the Bay Area for the second time this October. I want to talk to you a little bit about the heroes in my life and give you a couple of examples of people who have gotten me through really tough times and have actually called the best parts of me out, which I think is the definition of a hero. I think to have a hero, there needs to be some level of proximity because we have all placed our hero worship in the wrong people from time to time. And it is those solid people that are full of integrity over their lives that make such a difference in our lives. One of the first qualities I would say that I've noticed in some of my heroes is a kind of a steadfastness. John and I have been at Menlo Park Presbyterian Church, now Menlo Church, for over 15 years. And one of the things that we say often is part of why we are here is God is showing us what does it mean to grow old well with Him. And there are so many people in our congregants that are years ahead of us that have had a steadfastness in their faith that the older I get, the more I admire that. I also would put into this category almost every single pastor that I have personally met in the Bay Area in my job with Transforming the Bay with Christ. In a spiritual climate like the Bay Area with less than 4% of people attending church, these men and women are steadfast in their faith, and they're heroes to me because they are toiling in the soil of the kingdom of God in really tough areas. I think another thing that I look for in a hero is somebody who has been through great suffering, because that's when our faith gets tested. And my grandmother was just an amazing example of somebody whose life was not easy. But day by day and month by month and year by year, she became one of the most significant spiritual influences in my life because she showed me over time what does it mean to wrestle with God, to trust God, and to find joy in who He is over the long haul when life is not always easy. And then there are heroes who have just made me soar because they've believed the best in me. For many years, a man named Max Dupree was one of my primary leadership mentors. And he had a remarkable way of being almost like a magnet to the very best parts of myself and bringing them up to the surface and asking me to live out of those. So those are the heroes that have made a difference in my life. And the question is for us at the conference, how can we be those kinds of people for other people in our lives? And how can we cultivate, develop, and empower God's people to be those kinds of heroes for His broken and wonderful world? See you in October.